All right, so in this next part, on part 2 here, we're going to be going over Imovie, which is a great resource. Your Mac generally has this on there of putting clips together. Or say you want to use a clip that has something inappropriate in it, you can actually go in it and splice that part out of it. I'm going to show you how to do that really quick. So this is going to be a very abbreviated. There is so much more to Imovie. There are whole hours of tutorials that you could watch on how to use Imovie. This is just going to be a really quick demonstration on how to do it. And the second thing I want to cover here is how to put images into your presentations. So this is a little bit into the Google Apps part of it. I'll probably cover this again one more time, but while we're here, might as well show you. So I want to put an image here of Imovie, the Imovie icon. So I'm going to do a Google image search here really fast, and we're going to go Imovie. I cannot spell. There we go. And images. And but I want it to be a PNG, which means there's no background to it. So I just want just the icon with no white or black behind it. And let's see what we get here. So when I click on it, you'll notice that it has this kind of checkered background here. This means it has no background. So this one's good. We'll just use this one really fast. And as you can see, it kind of matches up to what we currently have down here. All right, so this is really cool. So I'm going to right click. So to right click, I'm going to go over your trackpad later as well, but it's 2 fingers. And then save. You have some options down here. All we're going to do is copy image address. So that's one of the great things about the Google platform is you don't have to download it to your computer eating up your hard drive space. You can just copy the address, and then we're going to go up here to Insert Image, and then by URL. Command V, keyboard shortcut, which covered in the last section. Select, and there it is. Now I can move this around or whatever. I'm going to put it right here in the middle though, and you can make it bigger or whatever you want to do with it. So I'll make it a little bigger. There we go. All right, cool. So this is how you incorporate that. So I'm going to switch over to iMovie. So if you go to your Finder window under your applications, you will find iMovie. I currently have it open, which is right here, and we're going to create I'm going to take those 3 segments for part 1. I'm going to show you how to make those really fast. And this is going to be very quick, very abbreviated. Like I said, there's hours of training that you could do on this, and there's tons of great resources on YouTube. All right, so first we're going to start with, let's see here. We're going to go to projects. We are going to call this one part 1. Okay. And then you have some options here. We're going to go to, there it is right there, part 1. And okay, so now that we have our new project set up, I need to get the 3 videos that I've already created. So we go to File, we're going to import media, and on my desktop we have 3 parts, integrating tech part. So we want that one. I'm going to hold down Shift, which should select all 3 videos I want there. Great. Import selected. And there we go, all 3 of the movies. You can see it'll take a second to load here. So I'm going to pause this really fast. So I'm actually going to let this run, and then I can cut this out later when I actually publish this, which I will. Okay, so all 3 have loaded now. So there's not a whole lot of splicing I need to do, but I'm just going to go grab all 3 of those things, highlight them all, and drop them in. And if I hit the space bar, it'll play through.
Good morning.
There you go, which is kind of cool. This little slider here will allow you to give a little more detail on what you're seeing. I'm going to put this on mute. Let's see here. Mute. There you go. That way it doesn't play my voice over my voice. So right now it's playing, showing you what's going on. So if you wanted to say you wanted to cut out a section, so say you want to show a clip but it's got an inappropriate word or some content in there that you don't want your students to see, it's really simple. So say I wanted to cut out this section here. All you have to do is move the cursor wherever you want it, and it will turn yellow. And then 2 fingers, which is right click. There it goes. And you have a split clip option. From there, you can come down here and cut out the section that you don't want. Again, 2 fingers, right, and you're going to split clip. Oh, let me do it. There we go. Split clip. So split it right there where I had the cursor, and then you just hit delete. That section is gone. And it's as simple as that. So Command Z, I'm just going to go step back right here because I do want to keep all of that content. I want to add a title slide to this. So up here you have some options: media, audio, titles, backgrounds, and transitions. So titles, and you have some options. It's kind of cool if you put your cursor over the top of them, it will show you what it does. So if you go across, you can see what it would look like coming on. All right, so we're just going to go with this one here. Oop, I dropped it in there. Let's get rid of that. Command Z to step backwards. I want to actually grab it and drag it right to the top here. There we go. Or I could have placed it right in front of it as well. I'll show you what that looks like. And then it would be like that. We're going to put it actually in the actual video there. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to double click on it. It's highlighted here. Integrating technology part 1. There we go. And then I can actually make it longer. I can stretch it out a little bit here. And then by moving this, I hit the space bar. It'll show you what it'll look like. Integrating technology part 1. And there's lots of options on how to change font size, colors, shapes, all that sort of stuff as well. But we're not going to get into that today. Okay, so I showed you how to split the clip and how to remove content. The last thing I want to show you on here in regards to your media content is this account, when you set up your Mac, you're going to put in your iTunes information, and it actually will connect to your iTunes account. So over here you can actually put things onto your computer, but also, like I said, connects to your iTunes account. So I have tons and tons of content in there, so I can use sound effects or songs or things like that. So if I wanted to lay a background track on this, let's see here, Stairway to Heaven's always a good one. I'm just going to grab that, and I can come down here and I can drop it in, and then I can lower the volume real low, so it's just kind of a background noise. And now I have a background track to my video, and it will automatically match up to the length of your video. Alright, so the video is longer than the song. So a little Sweet Child of Mine. There we go. And put that in there. Again, lower the volume. Cool, now I just have some background music going on. And if I turn off the mute, let's see what that sounds like. A little too loud still, so bring that down to like 11%. There we go. Which is really cool. This is something good to note. Your scholars probably know this one. But say I want to just get rid of everything. Okay, so my personal taste, that's a little too much, so I'm just going to delete those. But that's how you get a background track. It's pretty simple. All right, the last thing you need to know is how to, okay, I have this project. Now, how do I get it into a usable format? If you go to File at the top here, you'll see a Share option here. And then you have a couple of different options here. If you have it linked to your YouTube account, which I do, I could send it right to YouTube. This one tends to be problematic and is dependent on your internet connectivity. So as you all know, hopefully it's gotten better this year, but this can be challenging at times. Most of the time, I use the file option. So I want to export it out as a file. You can rename it if you want. I'm just going to leave it as part 1 for now. And then you have some options here. So don't really mess with the format. Of course, you want video and audio. Resolution, we're going to go with the 720p, which is the highest one it will give me because it was recorded on the computer. This is the highest option it will give you. And then quality high, because I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube. And then you click next, and then it will export it out. Again, it gives you an option to rename it or put it somewhere. So let's rename it. Tech Part 1. And I'm going to save it to my desktop. And then click Save. And that's it. So if you have questions, hit me up. And yeah, have a good day.